reflecting a point across an x-axis and giving its coordinates. All right, so make sure if your page does not open to explanation right away and you do not know what to do, click on explanation. Make sure you read through the explanation or use your resources on the side here. So there are videos that teach you how to do this. This is a video that would teach you how to do this. Now this is a teacher video, specifically mine, so there'd actually be a little teacher person above here once this video is dropped in. So it hasn't been dropped in yet because I'm creating it right this moment. But it should be actually if you've clicked on it already. So you've either clicked on it from this resource or you've gone to my list of videos and found it there. So it's just one of those things. Make sure you're using your resources. And if you're watching this video, good job. All right, so the figure below has a point marked with a large dot. We can see that. First, reflect the figure across the y-axis. Then give the coordinates of the marked point in the figure and the final figure. All right, so they want us to reflect it. So if you've watched my other one, we did reflecting a point. So if I have a figure like my hand and I want to reflect it across a line, so pretend like there's a line right here and I want to reflect it across that line, well, I simply just go boop and I reflect it. So it's kind of like flipping it over the line. So now I have two figures, they're opposites of each other. So you can see that my thumbs are on opposite sides, right? So I've reflected my hand across this line that's right here. So that's all we're going to do. And when I reflect it across a line, I want to make sure that if the line is here and it's this far away from the line, then when I reflect this side, it should also just be that same distance away from the line. So they should land in the same spot on different sides of the line. All right, so when I'm doing this, what I want to do, because there is no pencil tool, I can't click and drag this like I could before. Like on another figure, it said translate it 6 units up or 5 units right, and we would just click on it and drag it around. Well, in this case, it's not letting me do that. But I can see these reflection tools over here. So if I want to reflect it across the y-axis is this line going straight up and down. So that means that that's like my hands, but in this case, the figure's on this side. So I actually want to reflect it, whoop, over here like this. So I'm reflecting it this way. So this tool shows you that you're reflecting that way. If I click on it, then all I have to do is click on the line that I want to reflect it over. I have to tell it where to reflect it. It says over the y-axis, so I'm just going to line it right up with the y-axis. Click, and there you go. It reflects it for me. So we don't have to drag and flip the figure around. All we have to do is tell it what line we're reflecting over. And in this case, we're either going to be doing it over the x-axis, which will be this line going straight up and down, or we're going to do it over the x-axis, sorry, which is going from left to right. So now all we have to do is our coordinates here. So for the first one, I'm going to go right 5. That first number, we have to decide right or left. So we're going right 5, down 4. So my first number is right 5, which is positive. My second number tells me up or down. I had to go down 4, so I write -4. All right, the second figure, I go back to the center here, and I have to go I have to go left 5 and down 4. So left means negative, down also means negative. So I just have to say where it was. And remember, the first number is always right or left. The second number is up or down. All right, check. Yay. All right, next. So it says we have a figure that's marked with a large dot. We can see that. First, reflect the figure across the x-axis, then give the coordinates of the marked point in the original figure and the final figure. All right, so we have across the x-axis. So remember, x-axis is down here. So that means, and it's very difficult for me to do this without turning. So we have this one, and we want to flip it down. I'm sorry, my arms don't turn quite right, so I can't do it completely flat. But we want to flip it down this time. So I'm just going to click on this tool because I can see that it's flipping from top to bottom. And then it's across the x-axis. It tells us that. So I'm going to click on the x-axis, and it flips it for me. So now I just have to do my original points. So I'm going to go left 7, up 6. So left 7, up 6. And then from here, I'm going to go left 7, down 6. Left 7, down 6. Oops, I forgot my negative down. So remember, first number, right or left, second number, up or down. It's like it's a direction system saying, where did you go? How did you get to that point from the center here? And you go right or left first, then up or down second. All right. Next. So now we have a figure marked below with a large dot. We can see that again. And we're going to reflect it across the y-axis. So remember, y-axis is this line going up and down. So we want to reflect it this way again. So I'm going to click on this one. And then y-axis, it told me that. So I'm going to click. And there you go. It reflected it again for me. I just have to find my two coordinates. So for my first one that now is gray, I'm going to go right 5, up 4. So right 5, up 4. And then for my second one, I'm going to go left 5, and I'm going to go up 4. So left 5, up 4. Check. Yay, we finished another one.